Hi there, I'm Sean. Thanks for choosing this 30-minute strength and body weight workout today, where you are going to get a fantastic workout from top to bottom. To do that, you need a set of dumbbells that are appropriate for your fitness level and a resistance tube as well that's also appropriate for your fitness level. Chair is always good to have handy for balance purposes, and we will use it at the end for one of the stretches as well. So with that, we're going to start. Let me get my timer going, and we will march in place. It's time to get the body warmed up, ready for the work that we're about to do. Now remember, a lot of exercise is here in the mind. You want to commit to it and focus, put it up here, and determine how bad you want this. How much do you want to take care of your body? And it just makes the experience that much better. So go ahead and march like you mean it. Put some purpose behind it, and just like you want to do with every move throughout the workout. Now let's take it wide. Moving the arms as well as the legs, trying to get those knees up a little bit so we can increase the body temperature. Now bring it in. We'll put the two together, wide. And bring it in. Take it wide. Bring it in. And we'll do that one more time. Take it wide. And bring it in. Stay here now. We're moving into what I call half jacks. So keep the march going. Watch what I do and then join me when you feel ready. It's tap and down. Now my thumbs are up. I reach the arms out. And rather than doing a plyometric jack where we jump off the floor, we're just reaching out with the leg and both arms go up in the air. Come with me. Now this is slow. In a moment, we will speed it up. Give me just a few more. Lift. Lift. You ready? Now let's speed it up. Warming up those shoulders, the hips, getting that heart pumping. Reach it out. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down for 4. We got 4 and down. 2 to go. Now speed it up for 8. Here we go. 8. One more time, nice and slow. Hup. Should start to feel that work being done in the shoulders a little bit. It's warming them up and quick, especially if you're not used to lifting your arms at a faster pace. But we want the blood in the area, so stop right there. Let's march. Now we are going to squat from side to side with the music. Squat, lift. Now we want to add some arms to that. So we reach down in the direction that you're going, and then when we come up, we reach up. So you're making an X with the arms. Down, cross it over, down, cross it. Up. Let's go a little slower. Don't worry about the music, because I'd rather you do this correctly rather than faster. Cross that body, reach down and up. A few more. And march in place. All right, we're putting the whole thing together. Starting with that narrow march, now take it wide. And narrow. Take it wide and narrow. Moving into the slow half jacks. Thumbs are up. Reach both arms out to the side. Now, speed it up right here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Side squats. Let's do it. Down, reach, down, reach. You have 2 and 1. Now keep the squats going. Let's change the arms a little bit. Forward, back, forward. Adding a few different direction changes for the arms so we can make sure that upper body's ready. Now this movement right here is a movement you'll do for the first 2 exercises. We do a chest fly and a reverse fly. So practicing a little bit for what we're about to do. 4 more. Really open the chest, open. And 2 more on each side. Stand up all the way. Excuse me. 2, and last one. Right there. Okay. Hopefully you feel your body temperature having raised a little bit. We've got the blood flowing. The muscles and the joints are lubed up. And you have some water. Oh, hey, Molly. Wanting to join class today. We'll see how long she stays before she gets bored because Dad's not playing with her. All right, first exercise we're doing is a chest fly. So take the band around you, and it's placed underneath your shoulder blades. Excuse me. So we have our hands on the handles, and then go ahead and wrap them up one time to make them just a little bit tighter. Now this particular focus today is going to be on unilateral movements, meaning we work one side of the body at a time. Now we're doing this because we want to focus on stabilizing and staying real strong with our core with one side as we move the other side. A lot of benefits to that, especially in everyday life. So we're in the chest fly position. We keep our right arm stable. 15 flies on the left side. Here we go. It's out. So you want nothing to move on that opposite side that's not moving. So open, squeeze the chest. Squeeze. Breathe through this. Remember, you don't need to move to the music. We want you moving at a pace that's good for you to be able to do these exercises well, so you get the most out of them. 1 more, and stop and hold. Now we do the same thing, 15 on the other side, and go. So you will feel now your left side that you just worked really tired as you try and stabilize. So don't let that left arm move while we work the right side. Keep the shoulders pressed down. How tight are you in the core? Every time you bring that hand in, squeeze the chest. Make the middle of the chest do the work to bring it together. You have just a couple more. Stay with it. And 1. Okay, release. You may want to roll those shoulders out a little bit. And now we're doing a similar movement, but we're working the back of the body rather than the front of the body. So we just did all the front from shoulder to shoulder, including the chest. Now we're working the back across from shoulder to shoulder, including the rhomboids that are very important to work between those shoulder blades. So a little bit of space between your hands there, and make sure the band stays tight. So you never want it to loosen up, and you're going to keep the right hand stable. Don't let it move. And you're going to squeeze the back, pulling your shoulder blade close to your spine as you open up the chest with your left arm. Here we go. 15. Breathe through it. How strong is your core? Now again, like in the last one, your right arm will feel like it's getting tired, stabilizing. Take a mental note of how tired that muscle is. Those muscles are. That might be an indicator that you need to work them a little more. Maybe lift a little heavier. And stop right there. Woo! Maybe you're at a place where you can get a band that gives you a little more resistance so that you're continually challenging yourself. Because if you're not constantly challenging yourself and changing things up, it's easy to get, I don't want to use the word in a rut, but your muscles don't continue to respond to the exercises if you keep doing the same thing. So, next side, stabilize the left, and we open the right. Nice and tall. Keep the shoulders pressed down. Pull that belly button in, and don't let that left arm move at all. Now wrap that shoulder blade in your back, right around the spine. Breathe through this. Just 3 more. Stick with it. Stick with it. I know your arms are probably feeling tired. And stop right there. Okay, roll them out again. Fantastic work. Next exercise, we use the dumbbells instead of the band. Now, we're doing what's called a single leg squat. So we're putting a lot of weight in one leg, meaning you may not want both dumbbells. So start with 2, and if you feel like you need to modify it all, it is okay to set a dumbbell down. That's just fine. So you want the majority of the weight in your right foot. Just your toe tapping for balance purposes on your left. Hands are in your pockets here. Shoulders roll back. Core is turned on. 15 squats. Take your time. The right side. Here we go. Down and up. Now you will be tempted, and your mind will want you to put more weight in that left leg, especially if you're not used to doing single leg squats. But we do want to load up this right leg, and the range of motion may be a little smaller than you're used to with a regular squat, and that's okay. Drop and lift. Take your time. Down, stand up all the way. Now, if you want to challenge yourself even more, you could try and take your toe off the ground for just a few and do that way, really challenging the balance. Last one, and stop. Whew, you may want to shake that leg out a little bit. Reset yourself. Balance on the left foot. And just your toe tapping. All the weight's here. Push your butt back. Keep your chest up. 15. Here we go. Drop and lift. Again, don't worry about the music. Move at a pace that's good for you. So I'm going a little slower than the beat. So it might be driving some of you bonkers. For those of you that like to move to the music. But proper exercise execution is much more important than moving to the beat. Do you want to try a few now? Lift that toe off the ground. Make sure that knee tracks towards the second and third toe. You have 3. Stay with me. 2. Breathe. And 1. All right. Nice work. Put the dumbbells down, and we will pick up the band. Okay. Put about 1.5 feet of the band on the ground, and go ahead and step on it. Cross the bands in front of you, the handles, and stand up. Now, we're working one side. This will be a smaller range of motion as well. So we're going to balance on the right foot and work the left side first this time. All right, so balancing on the right, and the chair's close to you. So if you do need to grab both handles with one hand, so you have the chair, it's fine, but try not to lean. Still want to stay standing up nice and tall. Let's challenge ourselves. Ready? 15. Here we go. Out and tap the toe. So now all the weight on that right leg, we're balancing. If you feel yourself off balance, check your core. Can you tighten up any more here? And make the movement slow and controlled. You might be tempted to let the foot come down really fast. You want to lift up slow and controlled and lower slow and controlled. Then you get benefits out of the lift and the lower. How ideal is that? One more. Whew, you made it. All right, you can unwrap, and we're going to the other side. But if you want to do a stretch on that side, just pushing your back side at an angle, back corner, stretch it out a little bit, cross those handles. Now we balance on the left foot. Ready, get set, shoulders back and down, nice and tall, lift. Here we go, lift and lower. Standing up, super tall, and roll those shoulders back and down. Now, if you want to challenge yourself even more, you can try and do this without letting your foot touch the ground at all. Yeah, you'll feel that a lot more in your stabilizing leg for sure. Come on. Just one more. And release. Okay. You need the dumbbells for the next exercise, but let's grab a drink of water first. Are we doing on time? Look at that. We're already halfway through. Time goes so fast. We're doing bicep curls. Both biceps in one arm. We'll do left arm first. So if you want to challenge yourself a little more, this is a wide base of support so you feel balanced. If you want to decrease that base of support so you are challenging your balance a little more, bring your feet together, or you can again balance on one leg. Even lift. Bicep curls. 15, let's go. Lift and lower all the way down. Try and keep your shoulder still and that elbow in one spot as you do this exercise. Squeeze. Squeeze. The chair is there just for fingertips. Try not to grip it. There just if you need it. I'm going to lift my foot. Try and challenge my balance even more. Keep that body a solid pillar. Stay strong. Keep going. You have 3 more. Make sure to lower the weights all the way to straighten your arm. Last one. And switch sides. Ready. Here we go. And lift. Squeeze. Bring the arm all the way down. And again, just like I talked about in the last exercise, you want to slowly lower and slowly lift. So nice controlled movement all throughout. I'm going to lift my foot off the floor for just a brief few moments to challenge my balance, see how much I'm using my core. It's a great indicator as to how much engagement you have throughout your core section to take one foot off the ground, because if you aren't using it like you should be, you're going to feel all over the place. Just a few more. Squeeze and lower all the way. Squeeze, last one, and you're done. Okay, other hand, we do oblique crunch, moving from the biceps to the oblique sides. So both dumbbells are in one hand. We drop to one side, then we lift as if we're sliding between 2 panes of glass, but contract the obliques on your right side. So contract to lift and contract. Breathe through it. And you definitely want to control these movements. So slow and controlled, and then crunch. Think about contracting those muscles. Sometimes it helps to touch. Put your hand right there as an indicator. Which muscles should be contracting as you do the exercises. One more. And we switch sides. Okay. Nice, solid, tall. Try and lengthen through the spine all the way through the back of the neck. We drop to the right and then crunch the left side. Crunch again. If you want to put a hand there, will help you remember. Those are the muscles we're working. Now this is the last exercise before we start over, and we do repeat everything one more time. Just a few less repetitions. Crunch. Hang in there. You just have 4 left. Slow and controlled. Just 2 to go. Big crunch. And last one. 1. Okay. We are ready to start over. So chest fly is first. You need your band. Take that band behind you and then wrap it up one time. Keeping your thumbs up. We'll work the right side first this time. Keep the left side solid. Ready? Open just 10. 10. Your arms are level with your shoulders. Shoulders are pressed down. And your core is on. So stay engaged. Not near as many repetitions this time, as I know those muscles are feeling fatigued. The stabilizing works a lot harder than people think. And stop. Hold. Other side, go. Out. But very beneficial. So don't let the right side of that body move at all. Keep them strong and solid. 5 more. Squeeze the middle of the chest. Squeeze. squeeze. Shoulders stay pressed down. You've got this. Just 2 more. And 1. All right. We switch, but why don't we roll the shoulders out a little bit? Woo, maybe go forward and back. Okay. Reverse fly. So choke up on that band. See, have about 12 inches in front of you. Keep it tight. Right side's engaged. Ready? Open the left. Open. 9. 8. You got this. 7. Your movement. Of course, you see my arm moving. The shoulder blade is what you want to move. Make the shoulder blade do the work. Squeeze those muscles right between the blades. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay. Roll it out. Feeling the fatigue in those muscles? That's good. That's all right. We're not doing as many reps here. Ready? Other side. Stabilize the left. Open. Open. Move the shoulder blade. Not just the arm. Keep that core turned on and engaged. Keep breathing. Move that air. Oh, is it getting difficult? Keep those shoulders pressed down. 1 more. And you made it. All right, we have single leg squat with the dumbbells. So balance on the right foot. Dumbbells in your pockets. Ready? Down and up. Just 10. Here we go. Drop and lift. If you want to challenge yourself for just a few reps, you can lift that foot off the floor. You have the chair there if you need it. For balance, you can always modify by taking one weight off. If you really did want to focus on challenging your balance today and using less weight, hey, by all means, they're both important. Shake that leg out a little bit. 10 reps. Other side. Ready? Shoulders back and down. Keep your chest up. Sit back in that chair. Drop. Lift. When you lift, stand up all the way. So try and get all the bend out of the hips. Squeeze the glutes from the bottom all the way up to the top so you're standing fully erect, straight up and down. I'm going to take that toe off the ground for a few reps. Woo, does that make a difference? 1 more. And stop there. Okay, staying with the lower body. Grab your band. On the floor there. Now cross in the front. Stand up tall. Balance on the right foot. And we lift the leg out to the side. Out, slow, come down and touch. And it's only 10. But resist when you're at the top from letting that foot drop real fast. So when it gets to the top, even try and move slower. Oh, yeah. Good benefits for your hip area. Stand up tall. Keep the core engaged. 2 more. And switch sides. Ready? Balance on the left. Here we go. Lift. Tap the toe. Now I'm tapping. You don't have to tap. Again, if you want to challenge your balance a little more, you can keep the foot off the floor the whole time. And then if you feel like you're losing your balance, just tap that toe down again. It's completely up to you. Slow and controlled. You have 1 more. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dumbbells. Excuse me. Both dumbbells in one hand. We'll do left first this time. Ready? Your feet are either wide, or if you want to challenge your balance, together, or balancing on one leg. You choose. Let's lift and lower. The chair is there if you need it, but let's make sure the core is engaged. Curl, thumbs are up, and lower the arm all the way so it's straight. Breathe through this, slow and controlled, and drop a weight if you need it. Well, don't drop, set it in the chair and stop. Let's balance on the other side. Shoulders back and down, ready? And curl, lift, lower with control. It may seem like a real easy move, but remember, everything starts from the center of the body. So even though we're working our bicep and it doesn't seem like much is going on, if you keep the core engaged, the power really does come from the center of the body, the powerhouse we call it. And then breathe through this as well. So you big exhale and lower with control. You made it. Stop there. Oblique crunch. Go to the left hand with the weights, working the right side. Here we go, just 10. So we drop and then crunch, making the right obliques make the movement. Lower with control, crunch. Last 2 exercises and we stretch. Can you believe it? Yeah, we're right at the 5-minute mark now. Oh, time flies. I do appreciate the fact that you chose to work out with me today. Hope to see you back in a class soon, or hope to have you back in a class. I don't necessarily see you, I know that, but crunch the other side. Lower and crunch. But for those of you that are watching, you see me, and I'm glad you're here. Crunch. Lower. Use those muscles in the left side to make the movement. Just 5 more and we stretch. Come on. Stay in between 2 panes of glass. Don't let those shoulders drop forward. Crunch. 2 more. Breathe through it. And release. Okay, you can set the weights down. Fantastic work today. Let's take some important time to stretch a little bit before we send you on your way for your day. So we're doing a modified down dog. Fingertips go on. We want to hinge at the hip and step back if you need to let the head come between the arms and maybe drop below the arms just slightly. Our goal is to try and get our back nice and flat. And stretch. 3, 2, 1. Just step forward with 1 foot. Give it a rest. And let's go back again. Step back, flat, nice stretch. Breathe. Release, step forward. Oh, it's a great stretch for a lot of muscles right there. Try and lift your tailbone high to the sky, and you'll feel a stretch in your hamstrings, your calves, and your upper body for sure, your chest, shoulders. Breathe through it and release. Step forward. Okay, good work. Now we're going to flip the chair around here so the seated portion is facing you. Go ahead and put 1 foot up on that chair. Step back. We're going to lean into that now, trying to keep your knee right above your ankle and really open that hip flexor. So push your hips forward into the back of the chair and release, step back, and we'll do it again. Press everything forward, but try and keep that knee right above the ankle so it's not going past your toes real far. And release. We'll do 1 more time on that side. Ready? Push the hips forward. These are tight muscles for a lot of people because of the seated positions many of us are in, or the type of exercises that many of us do. You noticed when you squat, when you lunge, when you're walking, you're all moving in what we call a sagittal plane, so a plane that goes forward and back. Switch feet. And what's important is that you change that up a little bit. Whoops. You change that up a little bit. Talking too much, I guess. And go ahead. Press those hips forward. And you move in the plane that goes side to side. We call it the lateral. Some lateral movements. And we did that today with our exercises. Release and go into it again. And release. We have 1 more. Again, put your hand on the back of the chair if you feel like you need it. And push those hips forward. Keeping your heel on the floor. And release. Okay. 1 more stretch and you're finished. Let's open. Big open. Thumbs up. Feel that stretch all the way across the front. And bring the hands down. Shoulder roll for me. And now let's open 1 more time. Big chest opener. And release the hands down. 1 more big shoulder roll. And open. Okay, you did it. Right on time. Thank you again for joining me for this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class again. My name is Sean, and I certainly hope you can make it back to a class again real soon. Until then, Make it great. Take care.